Alright, welcome back. So in this part, we're going to do a couple things. First of all, I want to get those crossbow upgrades. Now, I know I've been taking up a lot of time just doing that, and that's kind of boring, so I'm just going to edit this part down, and then we'll get to the rest of it.
That'll teach you. I see. Similar to the exploding bolt, only this one will cause damage with splintering shards of ice sharp as glass. Charming.
Yes? What did you need?
Wool!
Let's see. Ooh, testing this here. I'll have some for sale soon.
Done and done. Done. That'll teach you.
Alright, so I finally have the recipe for the Dwemer crossbow. I don't have any Dwemer ore though. Maybe she can sell me one.
Hope you're getting along. I'll buy whatever you're looking to get rid of.
Yep, she has one. I'll sell her my
Here's
old one.
everything I have. Sorry there isn't more.
Enhanced crossbow, where is it? And let's see, does she have... She does not have Dwarven Metal Ingot. All the work that she does on Dwarven stuff, and she doesn't have any Dwarven Metal Ingot.
Don't get yourself killed.
Doesn't make any sense.
Cozy, keep yourself armed and protected as best you can.
Yeah, he's got some. We'll just take all three.
Take care of yourself.
So, you can actually get an enhanced Dwarven crossbow if you do some more missions for her, but I'm actually kind of tired of doing that right now, so just go with the regular Dwarven crossbow right now. What am I doing? I can't play this game and talk at the same time. Wonder how much that will increase my stuff, my skill. Probably not much. Grindstone. So 71, that's pretty good, but I think... Yeah, I have some buffing stuff. It's called the Necklace of Smithing. Oh, I already have it. Okay. And the notched pickaxe. I also have this, but I don't want to waste that. Probably never end up using it. But you know what, I'll use it when I make like a really good set of armor and weapons. Like I'll just get enough materials together to make everything all in one go. Alright, so I was a bit confused before as to why like the regular crossbow and the enhanced crossbow do the same amount of damage. The enhanced crossbow actually ignores some of your opponent's armor, so that's what makes it enhanced. But, you know, if the guy you're shooting at just has crappy armor anyway, then it doesn't really matter. Let's see. Can we recharge some of my stuff? Should enchant that, I think. Unless, let me see. Black Star, filled with Grand Soul, okay. Let's go ahead and enchant my crossbow. Yeah, everything else I have is enchanted. That's really nice. That's a really nice effect. But I gotta keep using my Spellbreaker. Alright, I will enchant this with 5 damage, I guess, since, yeah, we're going to be fighting vampires, and vampires are weak to fire. Okay, for whatever reason... Oh, I see. I was wondering why I couldn't click on anything. It's because it's asking me to adjust this. So yeah, I'll just maximize it. Black Star, 16 points of damage. Alright. Now I want to see if I can recharge this a bit. I do have some soul gems. Just use a few of my common ones. This does 50 damage versus 71. That's a lot better. It'll be further improved now that I can make Dwarven bolts. I need firewood though. Shit. I'm just gonna take a trip to my homestead real quick. I have a bunch of supplies back there. Oh great, the game just crashed. Alright, hopefully it won't crash this time. Yeah, I think I do have a bunch of firewood stored. Come on. There we go. So I did have a troll before, but I had dismissed the troll because it kept getting in my way. It was really hard to move it away. 4 of these. I think yeah. Man, there's no forge. Oh wait, I don't need a forge. Dwarven bolts. Oh shit, I just accidentally made orcish arrows. There's really no point to making orcish arrows there. It's really a waste of auriculum. Bolstering the ranks. Okay, I guess we'll do this. You know what? We'll do that later. Let's continue with the main quest. So Serana wanted to explore Castle Volkihar. We'll do some snooping around. I think this is the way you're supposed to do it, or actually no, I don't think there's any way to...
Just around this bend.
Oh, okay. I was right.
Doesn't look so big from down here. I mean, it is big, but, well, even bigger.
So this thing will do a shit ton of damage.
Who's there?
Really makes me want to get my sneak attack perk for bows and crossbows.
I knew I heard something.
Then you do 3 times damage instead of 2 times. I can't see anything. Okay, I kind of see that guy over there. Yeah. Wow, he has a lot of health.
Get it now while we can.
Did I just hit Serana? Oh, I turned the music off. Whoops. I think it's about time I increased my health a little bit. I am a little bit squishy. Okay, forget restoration. Restoration's good. Smithing, slow going as always. See, conjuration is really high, but what I really want is better enchantments. On second thought, I think that can wait. It's really hard to choose these perks. There's just so many of them, especially when your character is as non-specialized as mine is. I don't think that I have ever spread my skills this thin on a character in Skyrim ever. I have too many choices. I don't know what to do. That would be helpful. But, I mean, I'm trying to take more of a ranged combat stance anyway. Alright, let's improve the conjuration. So... Damn it. No, we'll improve enchanting. We'll just go ahead and do that. Just gotta choose something. The next level up, I think I'll do my archery. Increase that a bit. Oh, that's right, I gotta turn music back on. Alright. Man, that is a tough skeleton. Can't fight him underwater. I don't know how he's shooting underwater. He's not supposed to be able to do that. It's cheating. Alright, let me just get out of his line of sight and hide. Or just move on. That'll work too. Thank you. That was a waste of a bolt. Well, I got it back, so it's all good.
The old water cistern. On some days, this would smell just... Be glad you weren't here then. Who's there? That'll teach you. Who's there? I knew I heard something. That'll teach you. Where'd you come from?
I think I got a spell to him that I forgot to read. Hang on. Yeah, I got a couple. Damn. I really like the physics in this game. They're They're not realistic, but they're fun. Who's fighting?
Yes? What did you need?
Oh, the undead are fighting the death hounds, I guess. Alright. Not good enough to live in their stupid keep, am I? Stupid sods don't realize I moved into the Undercroft and started taking control of their own death hounds. I'll get my revenge. So I guess vampires from a lesser bloodline. I don't like that they're being discriminated against. I don't like destruction.
Take a left up here. This is one of those weird double-barred security measures that my father put in when he got more paranoid. If we follow that path around, we can find the other switch.
Let's see, what am I wearing? Okay. Wait, are those elven boots? No. I sworn I saw something. Saw a death hound over here. Ah.
Who's there?
Spiders. Oh shit, I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Hope that didn't mess up the mic too much. Okay. Where is the spider? Is he stuck in the wall or what?
Who's there? I knew I heard something. I'll teach you. Who's there? That'll teach you.
Yeah, so vampires, they eat people. And then they just kind of drop their bones into this bone pit. Pretty nasty.
Yes? What did you need?
Or maybe the death hounds eat people. I don't really know. What's over here? Oh, just more spiders. A chest. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to get into this chest without going through that web. Oh.
Where'd you come from?
those things still do a lot of damage. Not nearly as dangerous as they were at lower levels, but still pack a punch. All because of that poison damage. It's really good to have cure poison if something's using really strong poison on you. Because I think poison probably does more damage than any other type of magic. What am I doing? I have no idea where I'm going. Oh, yes I do. Never mind. Sorry, I'm a little bit loopy today. I'm recording this kind of late at night. I just haven't had much free time.
We've made it to the courtyard.
Oh no.
What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once.
I don't know if I'd call it beautiful.
This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this. Wait. Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something.
This is one of those times when it's better just to ignore the quest marker. There's one. Always refreshing to have a little quest where, you know, quest marker doesn't tell you exactly what to do. There we go. So we have 3 more that we need to find. No, that's New Moon. So 2 more. No? Wait. Oh, okay. I see.
Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I'd bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go.
I'd take this firewood if it weren't so heavy.
I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around.
I really like this dungeon. I guess it's not really I'm using dungeon generically to mean an indoor place that
We're
you have
getting
to
close. I'm sure of it.
find your way through. How about this? I like this environment. Who saw me? Oh, nobody.
Who's there? I knew I heard something.
That's why I like being a conjurer, because after a while you barely ever have to do any fighting. Just let everyone else do all the fighting.
Who's there?
Man, just got a disease from this thing. That's alright. Let's see. Potion of cure disease. Hey, wait a minute. To make its mouth move. Okay, sorry about that.
Where'd you come from?
Oh shit.
That'll teach you.
By the way, I really like the amount of detail that they put into torches in this game. Like they can double as shields, and they also do a small amount of fire damage if you shield bash someone with it.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
What I think would be extra cool though is if they made it so that
We're getting close.
Shut up, Serrano. If you made it so the torch can ignite oil puddles, because you can't really ignite an oil puddle by doing this. I think that would be Nice little extra touch they could have made, but didn't. Oh well.
Where'd you come from?
Oh dear. Might need an actual shield for this. Whoops. Just tossed my aura. Excuse me. Thank you. Du-du-du-du-du.
Tough day for you. What have you got?
Test out one of these exploding bolts. I think that does a little bit of extra damage. Yep, that does a bit more than the Dorm bolts.
What have
Oops.
you got?
Didn't mean to kill her summon thing. Oh, that's so cool.
Teach you.
Just making sure. Oh,
Where'd you come from?
I knew it. Man, I'm getting so many gems.
You're not getting the best of me.
Probably be able to raise my smithing skill a little bit after this. Wait, so what did this do? What did this do exactly? Okay, that opened something before, so I pulled it again and probably closed it. Oh, this? Did it open this? Yep, it opened this gate here. I am terrible at this. I get too impatient, is the problem. If I could just slow down and just really work at it, I could probably get it in just a couple tries. At least that's what I tell myself. Let's see, what have we got back here? Some crappy weapons. Oh, I don't think I have that enchantment yet. Hopefully I can find an enchanter somewhere around here.
Who's there?
Damn skeletons. So annoying. And I'm gonna do some soul trapping. So I need to get some energy I can recharge my stuff with. Soul trap. Alright, I got some decent souls. Can't go that way. Just made a complete circle. You gotta understand, tonight I am just beyond loopy. Oh my god. Okay, I'll figure this out. Just give me a sec. Need to get... Wait, where do I need to go? I need to go up there. Is there another door? Hang on, hang on. Yeah. So, okay, so you have to go through this door to go up. But then you can't go up there. But you can go up here. Okay, then you cross over here. Okay. Okay, I can do this, trust me. Still got half a brain. Poison, that's good. It's a really good thing I'm not streaming Daggerfall right now. I mean, if I'm having trouble with Skyrim dungeons, I'd be really screwed in a Daggerfall dungeon. That thing is going to transform. I just know it. I knew it. I knew it.
Where did you come from? think we've reached the top yet. I bet there's some kind of secret passage around here.
See, can I carry that? 334. Oh man, I'm so close to being over-encumbered. I don't know if I already have that enchantment. See, I really wish I could just check without having to go to an enchanter. That would be a nice feature. I'm willing to bet that there is a mod out there that does just that. So I can't be the only one who would be wishing for such a feature.
Leave it to my mother. Always smarter than I gave her credit for.
These are classic high fantasy tropes, like these secret passages in a castle and stuff like that. Ooh, Daedra Heart. And of course, I can drop this woodcutter's axe.
This has to be it.
Those are a
I
dime
knew
a
she was
dozen.
deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something. Let's take a look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone. My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there. Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just found them fascinating.
Well, hey, you went there. I wasn't thinking that.
I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here. Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy. I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire. That's a long story. I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from?
Molag Bal.
Exactly. The first vampire came from Molag Bal. She was not a willing subject, but she was still the first. Molag Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and his will is made reality. For those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust. The ceremony was degrading. Let's not revisit that. But we all took part in it. Not really wholesome family activity, but I guess it's something you do when you give yourselves to a Daedric lord. Well, you've met most of us. My father's not exactly the most stable, and eventually he drove my mother crazy with him. And it all ended with me being locked underground for who knows how long. It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole. A cure? Why even think of it that way? I can't think of any reason I'd want to lose this gift, especially after what I did to get it. It may have driven my family apart, but I'm still here, and I'm alive. I won't give this up.
Sorry, I'm messing with the mic. So, Molag Bal, he's, I guess you could say he's a bad Daedra. That's what most people in Tamriel think of him as. And he even has the nickname the King of Rape, so he's pretty bad. she's talking about, you know, the degrading ceremony and how he turns people into vampires. That's kind of how he got the nickname. Well, part of how he got the nickname. It's really just part of his whole sphere. Because each Daedric prince has their own sphere, and his is domination. There we go. Excellent. Alright, let's see. Aha. Great. See, so I'm looking for the journal. Where is the journal? Really happy to get these fire salts because I can use them to make exploding bolts. Purified void salts. Where is that journal? Take that. Ah, here it is. No? Never mind. Okay, here are all the books. Fae Falcon. I've never read the Fae Falcon books. I have no idea what they're about. In fact, I don't think I've read most of the books across the 5 games. Alright. Harkon's short-sightedness is becoming a serious problem. I've warned him time and time again that his foolish prophecy would cast far too much light on our people, and yet he refuses to so much as listen to a word I say. I become less a wife and more an annoyance in his eyes. Devoting attention to my work is the only solace I can find while enduring his ridiculous crusade. I've had a breakthrough today. I was able to attune the portal vessel to the Soul Cairn properly by using a small sample of ingredients. Although the portal opened only for a few seconds, I'm confident that with the proper formula it can be sustained indefinitely. I feel like I'm missing a key ingredient, something of sufficient potency that can resist the forces trying to prevent my intrusion. Communing with the ideal masters have proved worthless. They speak in riddles and offer no assistance, whether I ensure them a steady supply of souls or not. If I'm to escape Harkon's clutches, I need to keep the portal open long enough to carry me away from here, forever if need be. I've done it. After wasting thousands of gold coins on components, I've discovered how to sustain the portal. I'm listing the components below without the proper amounts for my own protection. As a secondary precaution, I am combining my own blood into the formula, which should prevent anyone from being able to duplicate it and following me into the Soul Cairn. The formula consists of finely ground bone meal, check. Purified void salt, check. Soul gem shards, check. Using the proper measurements, place the above in the silver-lined portal vessel and add blood as a reactive agent. I will make my way into the Soul Cairn tomorrow after I gather my things and prepare for a potentially lengthy exile. More importantly, I must enact my plans with Serana and get her to Dim Hollow Crypt as soon as possible. So we have everything except for her blood. So I'll have to do something about that.
Any luck yet? You did? Let me see them. I only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems, that the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the Soul Cairn. The Soul Cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the Soul Cairn itself. That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the Soul Cairn. A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it. We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place. Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started. Oh, good. Well then, let's head over to the portal vessel and I'll do the rest.
Oh. Scary.
Then the rest is up to me. Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood. Okay, here goes. By the blood of my ancestors. Created a portal with a soul. Incredible. Incredible. Simply incredible. The Soul Cairn is a tiny sliver of Oblivion, the realm of the Daedra. It's ruled by unseen beings known as the Ideal Masters. Honestly, I don't know. Necromancers are always interested in souls, though, so that probably has some kind of interest. Nobody really knows. As far as I've heard, no one's seen them and returned to Tamriel to tell about it. I've read stories. Stories about fools that manage to communicate with them. You give the Ideal Masters souls, they give you powers to summon the undead. It's all very businesslike. Because most of the stories end with the Ideal Masters duping the necromancers, who end up dead or wishing they were dead. I'm ready when you are.
Alright. Oh, it's not working.
Are you alright? That looked painful. Now that I think about it, I should have expected that. Sorry. It's hard to describe. The Soul Cairn is... well, hungry, for lack of a better word. It's trying to take your life essence as payment. There might be, but I don't think you're going to like it. Vampires aren't counted among the living. I could probably go through there without a problem. Not your first choice, I'd guess? Maybe. We could just pay the toll another way. It wants a soul, so we give it a soul. Yours. My mother taught me a trick or two. I could partially soul trap you and offer that gem to the Ideal Masters. It might be enough to satisfy them. It would make you a bit weaker when we travel through the Soul Cairn, but we might be able to fix that once we're inside. Maybe. I'm sorry. I wish I knew a better way, something that would be easier for you. Just know that whatever path you choose, I won't think any less of you. Sometimes things just have to be done. I know that better than anybody. Have you made up your mind? Are you sure? I'm willing to do it, but you need to think it through. You'll remain mortal, but you'll find yourself weakened within the Soul Cairn. I know this is difficult for you. I hope you trust me. I'd never do anything that could hurt you. As you wish. I promise to make this as painless as possible. Hold still.
Okay, what does that do? What?
Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side of that thing.
Alright, well, next time we'll figure out how much it weakens me when I go in. And
Let's go. My mother must be waiting on the other side
in
of that
a minute, what the soul cairn looks like. Till then.